Alright, Shattered Dream is 7th fret, G, B string, both 7th fret, then 7-6 on D and G, and then 7-7 on D and G. So it goes like free da 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 da. I don't remember the exact bass line, but you know what I mean. Alright, next one. Nowhere to Go. Okay. Nowhere to Go is on the 11th fret of the E string. Then you pull off to the 8th fret of the E string. And then you play the 11th fret of B string, slide up to the 13th, and hit the 12th of the G. So that was awful. And you kind of slow down when you slide up, so when you're in this song, you can really only hear that last part is just kind of to get it down, I guess. I have a tab for all of these in the description also. December 24th is, you can't really hear it except for when it cuts out and like at the very end, which is like also when it cuts out. It's a minor chord, then a major chord. So 9, 7, 7, starting on the D string up to the B. Sounds like that. Then 7, 6, 5, and then open E. And then it just plays the 5th of B and the 6th of G for that melody thing. On the Way. So On the Way, the main riff is, it's like the same idea, but it changes a few times. So the first time it's played, it starts on the 8th fret of the G string and the 7th fret of the B string. This is all in E standard, by the way. And then it hits the 11th of the B, and it goes down to the same shape as the first chord, but up 2 frets, so it's 10, 9. So, and then on the tab, I think I have the root notes there too. But I'm not sure if it's actually in it. It doesn't sound like it, but I don't know. So, and then it slides down from the 9th to the 7th, and that's the first idea, so fuck. And then it does that same thing, but without the melody note. And then on the 9th fret of the B and E string, you slide up to the 11th, both on the 11th. So. And then try to hit the B string more. I wasn't really doing that. It's kind of hard, but the B string is definitely more prevalent. And then the last idea is just those 2 chords. And then right before it goes back to the first one, like the measure repeats, it hits 9, 9 on the G and B. So. And that plays twice. And that's the main idea. It's just that first idea, the second idea, and then the third idea twice, except for when it slows down. Move this a little bit. There we go. It's 3, 5, 5, starting on the D string. And it sounds like it's like played lower because it's like slowed down, I believe, but I'm pretty sure it's the right chord, so. And then it's starting on the 7th of G and 8th of B is the chord shape you're using. And you just slide up, then come back, and then go down one. So. That might not be the exact rhythm, it's something like that though. And then it goes to a power chord on the 5th fret of the D string, so that's 5 on D and 7 on G. And then it plays, while holding that, it plays 8 of E, then 5 of E, and then 8 of B, so. Then 10, 8, 6, 5. So all together. Okay, what's the next one? Oh, loosie, I think. Yeah. So loosie, one of the main guitar part, I would say, has like a wah effect on it. And I don't have that pedal, so I don't know what that is. It's probably just like a G chord, just played like this, because that's how most of the chords are played on the record. Just this, like... but I don't know, the wah effect makes it kind of hard to tell. But the melody of the guitar is just doing, on the B string, it's sliding from the 10th to the 12th. And then it goes hammer on from the 12th to the 13th. Which you can't really hear, once again, until it's like cutting out there. But it's there. So it's like... I'm sure my singing made that very clear, what I was trying to portray. Then eclipse. What is eclipse? Oh, it's that one. Okay. So eclipse is starting on the 10th fret of both the D and the G string. You slide up to the 12th, and then you go back down to the 8th of the D, and still the 10th of the G, and just on the G you either hammer on, or it sounds more accurate if you just like pluck it for the torso. So how does the eclipse go? Here, let me just play it and then. So like that. I really like Eclipse. That's a good song. If you kind of aren't so good at using your pinky, which I suspect most people are, because I just use my pinky a lot, and that's something most people don't do, you can just kind of either do it again, like, or you can just play the top notes even. You don't even have to really play the ones on the D string if you don't want to. They're not that important. Then veins. Veins is like the... so veins, it starts with you slide from the 3rd on the B to the 6th on the B, and then resolve to the 3rd fret on the D and G string. The lighting is so bad, I'm sorry. The video is barely even helping you understand this. And then after the drums does the second, like, da-da, like 16th notes, I believe they are, it plays the 5th and the 3rd, so it's pretty quiet, though. And then Peanut, that's another really good song that I really like. So there's 2 ideas in there, and they both play twice. The first one starts on the 9th of the G string, and then it goes really quick from the 8th of the D to the 8th of the G. And then the second idea starts on the 9th of the D string, and it kind of has like a volume swell in, so like... And the first time it plays from the 6th to the 8th, from the A to the D. And then the second time, or maybe it does this both times, I can't remember. It goes up to the 8th on the G string. So let me... And then finally, Riot. Riot is pretty glitchy, so it's hard to say like exactly what I'm not gonna map out the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? But But like roughly speaking, like at least for the first thing, the glitches are like just the starting on 5th of both B and E, just kind of like going up like. But the main idea of the song is 5, just the same shape for the whole thing. 5, 7, 10, 7, 5, and then 4th on the G and 5th on the B. So I usually do it with my ring and my pinky because that's a little easier for me. And then it's 3 on the D, 4 on the G, 3 on the D, 5 on the B. Was I saying G or something? I meant B. You can see, you can hear also. Or I hope you can do one of the two, at least. Fuck. So that is all of the guitar on that album. Some general tips for the sound is a lot of it is kind of like lo-fi-y. So if you're willing to like transpose it up, it might sound better if you tune your guitar to like C standard or something, if you want to get like that kind of sound. If you have effects pedals, the first pedal that comes to mind when I hear a lot of it is the ZVEX Lo-Fi Junkie, which is a very expensive guitar pedal. I'm not sure how much it is, but I'm looking it up now. Other things you could do, there's some tremolo, which is like the volume swell of like that. You could also get a vibrato pedal, which is basically what the Lo-Fi Junkie is. But you can find cheaper vibrato pedals or chorus pedal if you're not particularly picky. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I knew it was expensive, but some of these are $400. Oh my god. That one's $500. Okay, most of them are like $240 though. But yeah, that's still way too much for that pedal. I would not purchase that pedal, and I really like that sound. So, that is how you play the guitar from some rap songs.